Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is Jay Lee's Corner. I am of course Jay Lee, and this is the review for episode 3 of the BT series Tales. And I have to say, this episode was interesting. I think I liked this episode more than the last one, only because the last one was just, different. Anywho, we don't get to the last one. This is about episode 3. But as always, first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. It does not cost you anything. It just lets you know when I have new content available, new videos up on my channel, and that's about it. And as I say in every video, I do love new subscribers, so please subscribe. You just hit the subscriber button. You can also share my videos, hit the like button on my videos, please and thank you. And any comments that you have, you can put them in the comment section below. Just scroll down and you'll see comments and you can start typing in. So please subscribe and do everything else that I just suggested. So let's get into Tales episode 3. So this one was titled A Story to Tell, and it was after a Biggie song, which was also called I've Got a Story to Tell. So we do see the show starts off. There's a female character. I'm going to call her girlfriend because I still don't know what her name was, honestly. But yeah, it's the girlfriend. She's tied up. You see, basically they're being robbed. You see the boyfriend come in. Now, I do know the boyfriend's name. I think his name was Isaiah. Only because I kept hearing somebody say it. But yeah, Isaiah walks in and he sees his girlfriend tied up, his fiance. He sees the fiance tied up. He sees the guy robbing them, and of course, he's stuck on stupid. So he's like, please don't hurt us. I have some stash money and jewels in the drawer. Just take it. The car downstairs. Take it. Just don't hurt us. Don't hurt her. So robber does that. Goes in the drawer, takes the money, stacks and stacks of cash, takes the jewelry, and he bounces. So, that's how the episode starts off. We then see that of course, the cops arrive, and the cop is played by Elise Neal. She's been in a lot of stuff, but I remember her as being the wife on D.O. Hughley's show, The Hughleys, years and years and years ago. She's on other stuff here and there too, so she's like a real actress. I can't think of anything else besides that I know her in besides that. So, she is the detective, and just like the last episode, this episode is also kind of told in flashback over what happened up to this night in question. So she of course is questioning. So yeah, the girl who plays the girlfriend is Jennifer Freeman. She also played the daughter on Damon Wayans' TV show My Wife and Kids. So I do know who she is. I don't know if she's been in anything since then. So yeah. The detective starts questioning the boyfriend, of course, first. Like, who do you think would want to rob you guys? Is there anything that you guys could tell me and things like that? And he's like, no, I don't know who would want to rob us. We're okay. And then she asks, like, well, are any of her friends, would they be jealous of you guys for any reason? And then the first flashback. So the first flashback shows Jennifer Freeman's character, the girlfriend, the fiance, and she is seeing an Instagram post of him and another girl, and the girl is like, yeah, me and Boo, I'm saying, we matched up for tonight, all stuff that people do on Instagram, where her, a female and a dude is like dressed alike, or they have matching somethings. But this is her fiance and another bitch, and she of course is looking upset. And then there's a secondary picture of them like getting out of a car together. So clearly he know this chick and they doing something together. So clearly he's a cheater. He's also a basketball player. They always cheat, basically. So yeah. So she of course confronts him with this photo, and he's like, I don't know that girl. I'm going to Miami for business. And she's like, so only you going, not the team? Only you can go get this practice that, the team can't benefit from this either? And he's making it seem like, well, no, it's just me. The coach set it up. I got to practice my free throw. and stuff like that. So she's like, that don't even sound right. So of course they're kind of arguing back and forth, and then he kind of gets into her like, you gonna make me feel guilty for trying to, get my game better. I'm doing this for us, boo. I'm doing this for us. That's how you know he's lying, because he's trying to make her feel guilty. And of course she's like, whatever, whatever. And she's trying to walk away. Like, do you really want to get married? And he's like, you're the only one I want to be with forever. He don't even sound like he telling the truth. So, she's like, what? No, that's not true. And he hugs her, and then he pulls a Jody from Baby Boy. He has sex with her to make her stop being upset. I don't know why guys think if we pissed off at y'all, if y'all give us some dick, we gonna all of a sudden forget that we was pissed off. We gonna remember when we done. Oh, we're going to remember. But, of course, that's what they did. So back to the regular version. He's like, no, I don't think anyone would want to rob us. And so that part was like, whatever. They have a little flash scene to this character, whose name is Woody McClain. He played Bobby Brown in the New Edition biopic. And let me just say this now. I did not find Woody McClain as Bobby Brown cute or sexy at all. Like, at all. But in this TV show, in this little, thing or whatever, oh, Woody was cute. He plays a character called Slim. And he was a real sexy little, drug dealer, baller type dude. I was like, hey, daddy. Like, sorry, I got a little ghetto. That's not me. But yeah, I was like, he's very attractive as the, the powerful drug dealing, he got a little hood to him. I have a type. I like people, I like guys who are hood, but they not finna get arrested. Like, I don't want a drug dealer, like, at all. But I need somebody with some street to them, who not in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. But anyway, we see his character, and he's based like a big time drug dealer. And we also see like DC Young Fly, the comedian, who's also on Wild 'N Out. He has like a little small cameo thing where he is playing Slim, Woody McClain's sexy ass. He's one of Slim's workers. So there's like a little scene of that, and they're talking about, oh yeah, did you hear Isaiah, the basketball player, got robbed? Somebody tied his girlfriend up. You're like, oh, for real? That's crazy. So, that's one part of the scene. The detective, it didn't flash until the detective talking to the girlfriend. Basically, it's asking a simple question like, where were you before the robbery? Were you hanging out? Did you lock the door when you came back home? Just simple, basic questions, the cops ask people. And she's like, I was with a couple of friends. I don't remember if I locked the door. I don't think I locked the door. I think I might have forgotten to lock the door. And then, of course, she asked the Elise Neal detective asked Jennifer Freeman, do you know anyone who would want to do this to you guys? So she has a flashback of him leaving, and she's saying, you're not going to leave, like we didn't have this conversation. And of course he leaves anyway. And I'm trying to think, is that what happened? No, sorry. But yeah, that was the conversation later. But no, she does say things like, yeah, we're going to need access to like your Instagram, your calendar, where you've been, who you've been hanging out with. It's all this stuff that she need, put access to. I'm like, damn, you need my IG to figure out who broke in my house? Go ahead and do your job, cop. It ain't in my IG, but but you could tell that the cop had something like this in her head she didn't trust. Of course, because she's a cop, she should have some kind of know-how. But she's just suspicious of them both, and she feels like both of them didn't tell her the absolute truth. So the cops are gone, or whatever. The girlfriend then asked the boyfriend, did you tell the cops about us? And he's like, no, I didn't tell him anything. And then she's like, she could have did this. She could have sent someone here. I'm assuming she was referencing the girl he was with in Miami. And he's like, no, we're a team, and this, robbery should bring us closer together. We should be more together now. And they walk upstairs hand in hand. Whatever. They then show her asking him not to leave, and he leaves anyway, and said he's just going for practice. He'll be back, I think he said, in a day. And, but she's around the house. She's swimming in the pool. She has pretty curly hair. She's swimming in the pool. She's exercising. She's doing all this stuff regularly by herself in this big old mansion. And this is scenes of her friends coming over because they're going to go out. And she shows her friends the video or the picture of him with whoever else in Miami. And her old tackhead ass, ghetto ass, I just want to hang out with you because you got the money and you can get us in the club friends. Gonna tell her, girl, you got this big old house, all this money, and, that big old ring on your finger. Don't worry about that. That kind of comes along with it. See, you bitches are the ones I don't like. Don't be my friend and tell me I need to be miserable if I got nice things. Who wants to be miserable with a lot of money? I'd rather be broke and happy than be miserable and rich. To me, that's just how I feel. And I wouldn't want friends who want me to be unhappy or who would tell me, yeah, take less than because you're going to get more money. Bitch, what? Bitch, what? Like, I don't like friends like that. And I hated that her friends made her feel like she should be happy that her man come back to her after cheating. What kind of raggedy bitch is you? What kind of friends? Honestly, me and my friends, we not like that at all. Them hoes was fugazi. I don't even have time for it. So anyway, but we do see her crying in the bathroom when you can see the big rock in the mirror, but she's crying because she's not happy because her boyfriend is cheating on her and she knows it. So, they go out to a club and you do see Slim, Woody's old sexy ass, him and DC Young Fly character, they pull up to the club, and it's the same club that Jennifer Freeman, the fiance, is at with her girls. And, they end up sitting next to each other. We do see that Lil Duval, who else was in the crowd? Lil Duval was there, Irv Gotti was there, JD, Jermaine Dupri was there, Brian Cox, he's a producer. They had Ja Rule. So they're all at this comedy show. So, Lil Duval owned the club, but the other people were in the audience. And then I think it was Kevin Hart's friend. I think that was Spanky, who was the comedian. But yeah, the comedian is taunting Jennifer Freeman's character in the front row because, of course, she's this socialite. She's Instagram famous. She's the girlfriend or fiance of a basketball player. So he's taunting her, basically calling her, cute and stupid, because she know the words to bad and bougie. I don't know the words to bad and bougie either. I think I know the chorus, but if somebody say raindrop for a long time, I didn't know what to say after that because that's not what I'm into. But that don't mean, I'm stupid and that, I think he said those are the chicks who got stinky coochies. Bitch, my coochie don't stink is what I would have said at the club, but we are different people. She just kind of stayed silent, but he kept fucking with her and kept fucking with her, as comedians do with people who sit in the front row. Woody's character ain't like it, so he was like, move on. And the comedian moved the fuck on, because he saw that she was just kind of feeling different and she didn't like it and she was basically hurt or whatever. So her and Woody do end up leaving because he said, hey, you want to get out of here? And she's like, yeah, sure, because she feels uncomfortable with people laughing at her there at the club. So they do leave together. When they leave together, they go to some little restaurant. So as they're at this restaurant and they're talking, so there's a scene of them having a conversation. And as they're talking, they're also showing scenes of him and her going to her house. Her letting him in the house. They're kissing in the hallway. And Woody looking, he was really sexy in these, in these scenes. This is the scenes when I said, oh, Woody's a little sexy something, something. Hey, daddy. That's when I said that when he was up in the crib. But, so as they're talking, she's just saying things like, I just have a proposition for you. And she's like, we should leave together. You should come home with me. I feel like, he's done alone, so why should I be? Meaning, my fiance somewhere fucking some bitch, so you might as well come back to my crib and we can do what it do. So, it's that whole scene. And they do go home and they have a little sex scene. And then I was like, hey, Woody, hey. He was cute. I ain't gonna, hold you up. So yeah. We have that whole scene in this, it go off. We did have the detective who was still searching for who robbed them. So she goes to the club that the girl was at. Lil Duval there, because I guess he's the club promoter, the club owner, whatever. And she's asking to see the footage to see if the girlfriend, fiance left with anyone. also seen the footage, she do see that at least she's outside at the little valet stand with Slim's character. So she left with someone, but they didn't tell them like get in the same car because of course they left in separate cars. So they then show. Wait, what? Oh, so then the detective, I'm dumb. The detective then goes, the next thing is the detective talking to the girlfriend, asking her for the truth of what really happened and everything. So they do have a flashback to Woody and her in the bed. And it's as if it's like the morning after because they had spent the night together. And he's saying, can I see you again? And she's like, I don't know. This was fun, but I don't know. And he's like, you deserve better. You deserve me, boo boo. Woody's he's cute now. But anyway, she's like, he kisses her, and they're about to do more things, and she's like, no, this isn't me. She's over the night before where she was trying to get with him, and she's thinking differently. Like, this isn't what I want to do, even though she said, I know I deserve better. So, the detective is still like talking to her, basically trying to get her to tell her herself. She basically tried to 48 hour this bitch. The first 48, that's what she tried to pull. She's telling her what she think happened. And we had the police outside of his stash house, and he's a drug dealer, and if we're about to arrest him for everything, but you should tell us the truth. We know you let him in. And she keeps telling her what actually happened. But bitch, I'm not admitting to nothing. You can kiss my ass. I ain't stitching on my damn self. And she was really trying to first 48 that girl. And she kept like, you can't put this on me. I didn't know he was a drug dealer. That had nothing to do with me. And if you say he's as big as he say he is, he don't need our money. The detective just kept kind of talking and talking and talking. And then she said, you brought him back here. Y'all were in the bed together. I don't blame you because we know your man cheating on you. So I don't blame you for doing other stuff. But you let him rob you guys, and that's what really happened. And as they're talking, her fiance, the basketball player, like, he's like walking up listening to them talking. She was like, look, we didn't get robbed. It's just something that happened. I didn't know he was going to do that, but it's just something that happened. And the detective then, but she also then says, but if you try to arrest him, I'm not going to press charges. And by the time you try to make it an issue, my publicist and my lawyers will put a gag order on you to leave this whole situation alone. Because again, she's saying we didn't get robbed. It was just a situation. And so the detective character looks at the basketball player doing. She was like, this is what happens when a woman is scoring. You would think that he gonna be pissed off because he find out that his girl fucked somebody else and basically let the dude rob him to cover it up. And he's like, you heard what she said. Our lawyers to handle this. And so that was basically the whole thing of it. You do see Woody's character talking to his friends like, hey, let me show you something. He pop his trunk and he shows them the bag of jewels and money that he got. And then he then says, hey, I got a story to tell. And then Biggie Small's song, I got a story to tell, starts playing. And he's basically rapping the words of the song. So Biggie Small's song, if you don't know what it is, I have a story to tell, is about a guy who meets a chick at a club one night, goes back to her house and sleeps with her. And while they're in the midst of doing that, her boyfriend comes home and he like, look, you better do something about it because if not, I'ma kill him. And so instead of doing that, he ties her up and fakes like he robbing the place. And he goes back and tells his friends that that's what he did. So for me, it was a good, because of course we know Tales is about taking a song and basically putting a song into a movie, an hour or 45 minutes worth of a movie. I thought it was done very well. I think anyone who didn't know the song would have been surprised of it. I knew what the song was about, so I kind of figured it out, but I still liked seeing it play out on TV. I did love the actors in this one. No one to me was like a bad actor. Again, Woody is cute. He wasn't cute before, but he's cute now. Even him talking at the end, saying the song and rapping it, saying, I pull out my, whatever he was saying, the whole lyrics of the song, just Google the lyrics to his song, to the Biggie song, and you will see that he was saying the actual song. Because in the song, that's what he do. So I thought it was a really good episode. I can't wait for the next episode. I like this Tales thing. You know, it's a good way. You putting black actors and white actors to work. Um, and it's just, you taking songs that we've heard over the years and you're making it into something. So I liked it. So that was my review of Tales, episode 3. I got a story to tell. I liked it. I really did. And now I'm a fan of Woody. Okay, so until next time, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. I'm doing 2 more videos tonight, Being Mary Jane and The Have and the Have Nots. And I think I have like 4 tags on Facebook for people probably asking me if I've seen The Have and the Have Not yet, if I've done my review yet. So please subscribe to my channel, like my channel, and until next time, people, peace.